Y'all, it's Sunday, and I'm bringing out the bullshit. Because you know what? It's very healthy for me right now to tell my stories and to tell what I've been through and all of that, because those are my stories. Those are my situations that happened to me. And so I'm going to share with my little community because I have to be transparent with my growth, and I have to be transparent with the things that people done took me through, or either I done took them through, because I'm not innocent or nothing like that or whatever. But when it comes to that church, baby, it was already some bullshit. I should have known to leave out of that motherfucker when an older lady came in there and snapped about how they was stealing and some more shit. And we was at, and that was like my first little meeting of them, and I was like, damn, y'all get beef with people, like what y'all on? So after I got to know them, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, you know, I like the wife and I like the daughter and I like the son. The little one, she was real fake. Probably still is. Who else? The pastor definitely talked about everybody in that motherfucker and everybody's business. And so one day we had choir practice, right? So we kicking it, you know, we laughing. I'm thinking we getting to know each other and shit and getting close or whatever. I've never gotten close to these people. These people have definitely pushed me back every time the closeness would try to arise. So I would always leave there like, you know what? It's just me. I'm out here by myself. Fuck these people. I'm just going to go get my word and come out, because I felt like God was more important than me trying to leave. So I went on ahead and got my word, and I got my, you know what I'm saying, my touch on in doing children's ministry, and I got my touch on helping prepare lesson plans and stuff like that. I needed that experience so that I know how to do it, and I can say that I was a minister in children's ministry. So I'm all geeked about that. Before all that, we had choir practice, and so at this point we had some instrument players. We had a little band that was performing with us or whatever, and I don't know what happened with them, if they was getting paid or whatever the fuck. That was my business. But so they all kicking it, we all getting ready to leave and shit. I ain't got nothing to do, you know, I ain't gotta go work and shit like that. I'm ready to kick it, like, you feel me? I can go drop my daughter off, you know what I'm saying? And they all talking about meeting somewhere, going to a bar or doing something. But every time I come around, everybody would shut up. Like they ain't want me involved and shit. And I was like, all right then. So I stopped trying to include myself in any of that bullshit, because I feel like this. I didn't ever do anything for a motherfucker to try to act weird to me any motherfucking way. And I enjoy my own company. So I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, pressed or nothing like that. But it just was amazing that even one of the ladies, she worked at Children's. Even when I went to the little reunion or whatever, Children's, you know, children have a barbecue like every year. Shit, hell, she seen me, she wouldn't even fucking speak. You feel me? Like I did something to her intentionally or something. I don't know. I just tried to encourage her weird ass. But yeah, it was crazy. And then her son had a birthday party. The motherfuckers talked all around me and my daughter not to invite us. We wasn't going to invite ourselves. You feel me? We wasn't going to invite ourselves. I just think it was weird that church people was acting like that. But when it came down to doing some shit, you want me to work for free and want me to do things for y'all for free. But you don't want to treat me like I'm part of the motherfucking family. You know what I'm saying? They users just like the rest of these motherfuckers out here. They wasn't no different. They was the same old scheming, using ass motherfuckers just like everybody else out here. Now, I know that ain't nobody perfect, okay? And I know that sometimes shit just is what it is and people don't like you or whatever. But if you're faking like you like me so much, you feel me? And it was only like one or two people I used to go out and hang with anyway after the fact. And I don't even know if that was a friendship at this point. Like, you feel me? Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I've been involved with people that don't even fuck with me, bro. Like, and the real thing is I don't need you to fuck with me. I don't. I got hella family. I got hella friends. I don't need you to fuck with me. They might not be in the city, but I got them. They was kind of treating me like I was some kind of lame or something. I was like, damn. I was like, yeah, you can't even go to church and find the right people. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So my hope for church people is very low. As soon as you talk about that churchy bullshit, I don't have time for it, because most of y'all be lying anyway. Tell me, I don't cuss, I don't drink, I don't do this, and you got a whole nother life after you leave that motherfucker. Like, get out of here. I remember one time, I watched the motherfuckers' kids in church during second service. I ain't had no money in my pocket to buy myself nothing. And even if I did, I had the gas to go get it, because I wasn't a nurse at the time. I was working as an aide or whatever, but I wasn't working nothing but a few hours a week because of my school schedule or whatever. And I'm watching the babies that don't even belong to me. And do you know that when them motherfuckers came back from eating and whatever else they kept doing, they didn't even bring my daughter back no food, nothing. So we sitting there hungry as fuck. When I had did my solo, I cried the whole time, because I was like, I can't fucking believe that I'm wasting my time with these so-called church people, and they ain't even for the right. That's what I'm talking about. That's crazy, right? They didn't even buy my baby a sandwich. They just came back and act like shit was all good. I had to forgive that too, because I was like, that just don't make no sense. You could have brought her back a motherfucking fries for $1 or something. Let's stop watching your kids. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? A level of civility in me, because I'm not a wild animal and I'm not finna act like one on no level or whatever. But I know God done spanked that ass since then. I know he is. You did. God's chosen wrong as fuck in a church. I'm just glad to get this shit off my chest. Yeah, I'm telling you, I ain't necessarily been holding it in, but I be trying to be like, you know what, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, spread no rumors and all this kind of bullshit, but everything I'm saying is positively correct. It's absolute truth. Everybody I brung to the church, every girl I brung to the church to come and visit, they talked about them motherfuckers. Every last one of them. They want somebody to visit, they got something to say about them, you know. You see what she got on? You see, baby, church people are some of the fakest motherfuckers ever. I've been to too many of them churches, and I'm not saying all of y'all. I'm saying a good handful of you motherfuckers is, though. A good old handful of you is, and you know it. I'm out here buzzing truth out. So if you hear your name, as long as you don't hear your name come across here, don't you hit my inbox with that bullshit. I'ma say what the fuck I wanna say. And it's Sunday morning. This is the day the Lord has made, baby. Oh God. God just bringing stuff to my memory. And I was just thinking like, dang, I know you don't want me to jump out here, because I'm on God's mission at this point in my life. And I know you don't want me to just jump out there and tell these people business, you know, that might be bad for their business, but I'm not the only one that said they some crooks. So yeah, I had a conversation with a motherfucker that know them very well. They've been stealing for a while. So I went in there thinking that I was going, shit, I went in the motherfucking wolves den with the, they were dressed like sheep. They had fangs and shit. I don't even see how hard it is to just be true to your fucking self. When people run up on you and they get that version of you, they just want that version of you. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't asking nobody to be perfect, because shit, hell, I was still drinking and having sex and whatever else I wanted to do after I got out of church. And that's the way I lived at that time. You know why? Because I was in a whole church full of lies and drunks and thieves and liars. I'm just gonna tell it how it is, because I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. I'm finna be telling all my shit. I'm finna be telling it all, baby. I'm gonna get this shit up off my chest, baby, and let God have you the way he need to. God saw that shit. He saw all of it. He saw all of it. He heard heard y'all thoughts. He saw y'all actions. He heard y'all minds. And he heard y'all at the crib dogging me and my family. He heard y'all. Because he told me. Yeah, so I left the church so that I didn't slap a bitch during fucking Sunday service. Now, if I feel like I got to fight you while we at church and I'm that mad, ain't no use of me even coming back. Cause I'm not finna act like that. Now I see why them other people that they would have business adventures with would act the way they act, because they was some dirty motherfuckers. They not like that now, praise the Lord. But they was like that back then. And I know I'm a studious, I write everything down. I'm a studious individual, and I've been through some fuck shit with them church people. Had a birthday party for me and my daughter, like, well, I was gonna break my neck and come or some shit. Like, come on, man, get out of here. But if a motherfucker needed their hair done, they made sure they hunted my motherfucking ass down. I bet that. But don't invite her to the party. Y'all lame as fuck. I'm always gonna keep a smile on my face. I'm not gonna ever press the issue about nobody. Even when I went to my homegirl funeral, you feel what I'm saying? I ain't finna be hugging on no fake ass bitch. Y'all don't like me. It's just for show. It's church show. That's what it is. It's a fucking movie or something. That's what it turned out to be, because all of it seemed like fake. Because if you treat me like shit in the background, and then when we get where we going, we singing and shit for shit. Matter of fact, I think one of his friends, we singing for whatever they was going through, and they ain't turn around and pay us a quarter. Had us go all the way out of town and to get talked about and dragged about, motherfucker, just to be around. No. Hey, if your church is hurting you and they making you feel like less than, and you feel, because it's in the doctrine for them to make you feel shame. It's their job to make you feel guilty. Their job is to make sure that you conform to the program that 5031C or whatever the fuck is paying for. So they can't teach you the truth. They can't grab the Ethiopian Bible and teach you about Yahushua Mashiach. They can't teach you about Yeshua, Yahusha. They can't teach you about that, because that's too much like we was here first. They pay them pastors not to tell that truth. Do you understand? I'm sorry, y'all. I hate to bust that out. They pay them pastors not to tell y'all the complete truth. I knew it was more to it. I know who I am. I'm an indigenous. And I'm a child of God. I just don't let y'all play with me. I let y'all hang yourself. Because you can't get me to come and do nothing. I don't even want to see you. As far as I'm concerned, y'all died when my friend died. Yeah. I kept in contact with my friend while she was going through heart surgery, when she was getting her legs and feet and shit amputated. I showed up all the time for her. And just to go somewhere, and as a matter of fact, her memorial had the picture where I had did her hair. You feel me? And you know, people don't realize that sometimes, even if out of the whole crowd of people, I only got one friend, I was all right with that, because I'm all right with my own space. I'm all right with my own peace, baby. I'm all right to myself. I ain't never needed a bunch of group of people around me, and I'm not gonna probably need that later on in life. But I just had to get the rest of that stuff off of my chest, baby, because it's just unbelievable that people still be running around here like that, fake preaching the gospel, because that's what the fuck it is. If you could treat the parishioners that's up under you like shit, you ain't shit. If you ever got a inkling in your heart to talk about your parishioners like, oh, they broke, they this, they hungry, did you smell them, this, that, and the other, and you ain't did no solutions, baby. You need to shut your church down, for real. Because there's people out here that really want to be with a church and can't be because people too damn fake. This is how I talk. This is the tone I'm going to have. This is how it's going to be. I'm not upset. I'm not sad. I'm just glad that I got a chance to see it instead of somebody keeping the shit secret from me all whole time. I'm sitting there and God's sitting there telling me, don't believe that. Don't say nothing. You know, don't let your anger lead you. Baby, I always got something to say. Like, I know a guy, and you know, God rest his soul, and he had some troubles going on, and the very best thing that they could do for him is talk about him. It's sickening. Don't nobody get that? It's sickening. You know somebody's sick and you gonna talk about them instead of helping them? What happened to the church? What happened to We Are the Church? But if you think about it, gonna run in there with a pistol or something, you want us to protect you. Come on, man. You know, I'm from Chicago, so living in Cincinnati has shown me a different type of people. Because Chicagoans are not like that. It's a whole different world out here in Cincinnati, honey. It's a whole different type of people, you know. And I just say to myself, I kick it with my family. I love and enjoy my husbands and my daughter and my sons. And I just keep it moving at that, because people are going to do what they going to do, and they're going to say all the shit that they want to say, and it's going to be all lies. Because you come and ask me, baby, I got receipts. So if you come and ask me, I'm going to tell you. Because I feel like anything that I've said, I can repeat it. I ain't scared to repeat myself. Because what the fuck you going to do? What you gonna do? Shut me up? Stop me from telling my truth? No, nobody's gonna stop me from telling my truth. I wanted to put that out there. I just thought about that today, and that's what made me post it, because I was like, man, motherfuckers really think that they got away with that shit. They really think that did nobody notice that they was not including me and my daughter in things on purpose. How much drama was in that whole situation. It was ridiculous. It really stood out to me how they was trying to make my daughter feel about herself, you know. For a while there, I really hated them people. I really wanted a motherfucking house to fall on them and for them to get smashed and die. And I just had to get past that hurt, because I was like, you know what? They are not worth my character being afflicted. You feel me? God already knew. He already knew. Matter of fact, you're strict on something that you don't even follow. You just want everybody else to follow it so you can point your fingers. I'm on a roll today, y'all. I don't give a damn. You don't even believe the stuff that you say because you don't live it. When I came to that church, I came there with the expectation of being around people that love God, that loved other people. These the gossipingest, pettiest. Oh my God. Oh, y'all lucky I ain't saying no names. I ain't gotta say no names, but you know who you are and God know who you are too. It's just a shock. Coming from not going to church for real at all to locking down in a church like that, I really felt like, yes, it's time. But it was really just fucking high school. It was really that. Maybe too far up into people's business instead of trying to save souls. Shouting and jumping and faking and lying.